Hello, this is Austin with Alpha Zen. Welcome. Now, we're going to go over a new video today, and this one is with the sexy and sultruous Ditta Von Teese. But before we do that, I want you to hit the like button on this video, and if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. So let's get right into this. Ditta Von Teese is a socialite. She is what we would call a burlesque dancer. That's how she got her start. And she goes to various parties, wears clothing that are essentially paid for by fashion designers. So she's one of those women who have created a really good niche for herself. She's not been in many movies, or she hasn't been on a sitcom or a TV show, but she's managed through burlesque to build a name for herself, her brand, and to be sort of, again, a socialite by going to these exclusive parties, events, fashion shows, and showing off different dresses, designs, lingerie. Now, I have had a fascination with her for years, and I've always wondered, like, why am I so fascinated with her? Because in actuality, she's around eight, maybe an eight minus, but she's not the top. She's not a 10 plus. So she does, sometimes the pictures you see, she'll have a hourglass figure. Other times she won't. And her weight fluctuates, but not in anything bad like becoming obese or even fat. So I said, well, there's hotter women out there in Hollywood and hotter models. Why am I so infatuated with her? Well, here's the secret, and I just recently figured it out. And the reason why I figured it out because of Kevin Samuels. He asked a very important question of a group of modern women. He asked, can you name a very feminine woman? And these were women of color, and some of them named Claire Huxtable and Diane Carroll and all that. But it was interesting, those women, by the way, are not feminine. They could not name any feminine women. And that's when it dawned on me. The reason I love Ditta Von Teese, love her name too, is because she is super, uber, ultra feminine. You'll see the way she walks, the way she talks. She's meek, she's reserved, she's demure. And it's beautiful. And she has a certain grace about her. I just recently watched a program by a woman. She is a feminine coach. And she was talking about, and I'll do a video on this, the Addams family, Mrs. Addams, Morticia, and how feminine she is. And then I really put all the pieces together, and I just realized that my infatuation, or like, or love, whatever you want to call it, for Ditta Von Teese, is her femininity. She's just so graceful. And I can imagine, being in a relationship with her and she knowing how to submit, doing her wifely duties, and not taking you to court and grabbing half, although she might do it. I don't know her personally. But this is the problem with our Western society. Women have become masculine. And it happens slowly in increments. And we're only noticing it now, but it's been going on. And this has been socially engineered. You hear all this, all the single ladies, I'm an independent woman. Well, if you look at the people who are the women that are singing those and yelling out those slogans, typically they have a lot of masculine traits about them. Aggressive, loudmouth, don't know how to walk in high heels, don't know how to cook, don't clean. So Ditta Von Teese, she is a throwback to the old days of when the average income of a man could have him take care of his wife and kids to where the wife didn't have to go to work. So you would see the old style 50s photographs of the woman at home dressed rather elegantly in a pink dress with a vacuum cleaner cleaning up the home, baking and cooking for a man to come home. So Dita reminds me of that time. Not that it was the greatest time for people of color, but you know what I mean. It's when women were women, when they were feminine, they knew about their sexuality, they oozed femininity, and it was very alluring, very sexy. And this is a really good topic. I'm going to do another video on this alone because we as men, as alphas, need to understand what a feminine woman is. And I see some guys going along with the modern women, hooking up with them, marrying them, and these women are masculine as all hell. And I'm thinking, are these men? Are they gay? Do they have you know gay fantasies? Because their girlfriends are more masculine than they are. And I'm not pointing, making fun of gay people or anything like that. Not at all. But I'm just wondering, why would you want to be with someone more masculine than yourself, who's cursing like a sailor, who's bigger, heavier than yourself? Now, there's a difference between being fat, obese, and then being thick. Thick can be very sexy, but when you're obese, that's not sexy. And this is what I'm seeing. But this has been socially engineered this way. This is why, going back, I love looking at photographs and videos of Ditta Von Teese. She's always feminine, always reserved, and elegant. So, if you get an opportunity, check out some of her work. You'll love it. And this is the type of woman you should be looking for. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this, and it's probably true. You're going to have to go overseas to find a woman like this, and maybe Colombia, Brazil, Cuba. And those women, there are a lot of women that are like this, very, very feminine in those, in South America, those South American countries. So this is Austin with Alpha Zen. Until my next video, I'll see you.